Hello, everyone. Now, before I start, I just want to get something in. I am borrowing a neighbour's Wi-Fi. I want to say a big thanks to Tim and Amanda. I think it's Amanda or Angela. I always get the names confused. Anyway, I'm borrowing their Wi-Fi, but it's very weak because obviously they're next door. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting my Wi-Fi installed and it's super fast, mega high speed. So we shouldn't have any more glitches. So, hello everyone. So, this may or may not work. It may cut out. The signal isn't brilliant, all right? So I'm going to give this a go. Hello everyone. And thank you for joining me. I can see there's 2 people already who have joined me. So, thank you. This is me in the new place number 1 before I move to the new place forever home. Yes, so hello, Ali Pallies. Thank you for joining me. So just to repeat, I'm borrowing a neighbour's Wi-Fi, so we may cut out because they're semi-detached, but there's a gap. They're not the detached, but they're not the detached part. Sorry, they're not the attached part. Hello, Lily. They are the other part. So I'm hoping that the signal bears out. Hello, Lily from Australia. Thank you for oh, of course. I've got the Aussies able to join me because I came on a bit earlier. How lovely. Lovely to see you down under. Okay, so I'm just going to get on with a look. Now, as you know, I've just moved. I've just had my hair done. Hope you like it. I've just moved, so everything's still in boxes. So today is going to be a look using whatever I could get my hands on. And it's mainly Charlotte Tilbury, because in fact, it's all Charlotte Tilbury, because everything else is kind of in a disarray. Thank you so much. Well, I thought new home, new look, and I wanted to go short and I wanted to go easy to manage because I've been under a lot of stress. Hello, Gaynor. Hello. Oh, it's so great. Yes, I did promise, didn't I? I was going to come on earlier. So I'm going to just put on some magic cream and some eye rescue while I talk to you guys. And I'm just going to try and take this easy and enjoy it. And hope that we don't get cut off midstream. We might get cut off because the Wi-Fi signal is going to be weak because I'm borrowing it from a neighbour. Very lovely neighbours that said, you can join our Wi-Fi until you're up and running. I'm going to get my own Wi-Fi tomorrow and it is super, super fast. Whoopie-doo, guaranteed, or else you can cancel your plan. So hopefully tomorrow I won't get cut off. But today it might be a little bit temperamental. And they don't have any limits that they told me of, the neighbours, so hopefully live streaming isn't going to affect them too much. In fact, it won't, because I just knocked on their door and they were out, so they're not using it at the moment. So there's my eye rescue, and I'm going to put some magic cream on. Hello. Oh, this is really great because I'm getting to chat to people that I don't normally get to chat to live, that comment after the event because they're in Australia. So how are you all doing? I'm just putting some magic cream on. The only thing is, of course, with my headband before, I wasn't getting in the way of my hair. My hair wasn't getting in the way of my face. But I don't want to sweep it back because I want to show it off. Now, I've put my sunscreen on already. I had a couple of days when I was moving that literally nothing went on my face, even sunscreen. So I did catch the sun a bit. Hence my pigmentation is popping through. Hello, Linda. I missed you too. I've been very stressed. I'm still very stressed. And I thought I need to touch base with you guys. Hello, Terry. Hello. Oh, I'm glad you got my message. I hope you got my message. I kind of warned you because I know that you missed my last couple of lives. What do you think of the new Charlotte palette? Do you know what? I looked at it this morning and I did see it at the event. And I thought, nothing special, but you know, I've got to get it. And I thought it'd be a good way to kind of do a video coming back with my Wi-Fi once it's installed. So I have ordered it, but I don't know, it doesn't scream to me as being very different to lots of our other ones. Yeah, the advance notice help. Oh, right. Oh, right. I thought you meant Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, I'm with you, Terry. Yeah, I'm not sure. I probably wouldn't have bought it, but for the fact that I'm doing these videos now, I know that a lot of people look out for my first impressions when it comes to Charlotte Tilbury, and it's a good way to kind of come back and say I'm back to everyone. But otherwise, yeah, what do you think of the palette? It didn't really inspire me in terms of it being anything particularly new. But I have ordered it, and it's coming tomorrow, so that I can show it to you and I can give you my views after I've tried it. Let me get some foundation. Look, the one good thing about moving is that everything now is in super order. So I've got all my Charlotte Tilbury boxes with the marked with what's in everything. And and I've already got my foundation out. So have I? No, I didn't get my airbrush flawless. I got my filter out, but I didn't get the foundation out. I think I'm going to mix again today, because even though I'm looking quite tanned at the moment, I put the warm one on and it still looked a bit yellow. Oh, has Missy joined us? Hello, Missy. Missy from Michigan. Hello. Nice to see you. So I've just brushed this off my head for a minute, so it's going to stick up a bit. That's not how I normally wear it, but I want to get it off my forehead. I missed you and I love your hair. Thank you. I've been dying to go. This is so good. And I'm so pleased that I found a good hairdresser. So now I'm going to be on it, because I couldn't go for ages where I was in London. I was near one that ripped me off, quite frankly. They quoted me a price for doing my colour and cut and blow dry, which was kind of London prices, about 120. And when I got to go and pay, they said that'll be £170, please. And I said, hang on, you quoted me 120. And they said, yeah, but we used more colour in your hair. So I never went back to them. Please pray for my mother. She's almost 83 and broke her jaw. Oh, no. While at hospital, a mass was found in her intestine. I know prayers from the Pallies will help. Thank you all so much. Oh, Terry, I'm sending you all the love and kisses in the world and prayers. Oh, honestly, that's really sad. I hope I'm going to be praying hard. I'm going to be praying hard. Oh. Hello, Shazia. Oh, Terry. And a big hi to your mum. I hope you can play this. Get well soon to Terry's mum. Hello. We're all thinking of you. Mwah. Right, I'm going to put some flawless filter on. And Terry, do you want to give me your mum's name? Just first name. And I'll give her a shout out on here, and you can play it back to her maybe, if you want to. Let me know her name if you want me to do that, and I'll do that and you can play it back to her. I'm just putting flawless filter here on, and I'm going to use this big thick foundation brush. And this is shade 3. I'm using shade 3 because it's a little bit cooler, and then it will take some of the yellow down from the foundation. Missing you, Ali. Oh, I'm nearly back up. It's been very chaotic, and it's likely to be for a little while yet, because this isn't my permanent home that I've moved into. It's rental. So I've kind of half unboxed everything, but half not, because we're going to be moving again to our forever home. So I'm selling the flat, I'm renting this one, and I'm organising buying a new one all at the same time. Hello, Stacey. See, I remembered not to call you Stat Grey today. Now I'm going to put some Flawless Filter on, and I'm going to mix warm and neutral together. At some point, I'm going to get round to... thank you, Miko. Hello there. I've only put Flawless Filter on at the moment, but thank you. I'm going to get to a store at some point and try out 7 warm and 7 neutral. Kay. Hello, Kay. Hello, Kay. Sending you lots of get well wishes from all the Ali Pallies. We're all thinking of you. Keep strong. Keep fighting. You know, you never know. These things, they find things and they can end up being completely innocuous, and we're all praying hard for you. I hope that you get well soon, and we are all praying for you and thinking of you. All right? Get well soon, Kay. Okay, so I'm now using the warm. I'm just mixing a bit of warm in with the neutral. So 7.5 warm, 7.5 neutral. And I'm going to put it on with this. This brush is great for putting it on. Her name is Kay. Kay Winter. Kay Winter. Get well soon. Oh, hello. Sorry about that, guys. I'm borrowing, as I said to you when I started, I'm basically feeding off my neighbour's Wi-Fi with their permission. So it's a bit of a weak signal. Can you see me now? Am I back online? Really want to get the Flawless. Did you say it gets lighter once it's applied? Can somebody say if they can see me now? Am I back on? Stacey, it does. You tend to, in this foundation, you need to go a little bit darker than you would normally. I'm back on. Right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. This is going to happen, but it will be the last time it happens on my channel, because tomorrow I'm getting super fast speed Wi-Fi, right? But at the moment, I haven't been connected here, so I'm borrowing the Wi-Fi off the neighbours, okay? So as I said, it is going to be a bit temperamental, but tomorrow I've taken out a package where it's super high fast, and if the signal drops, basically they have to give you your money back and cancel your contract. So it's like, so it's guaranteed. It comes with a guarantee that it won't drop out on you. So I'm really sorry. This is the last time that you will have to put up with me cutting in and out like this. Okay, so really sorry. Stacey, I would definitely have a look at 2 if you're normally 1, because they do dry down lighter. All right. Yeah. They do dry down lighter, and the makeup artists at Charlotte Tilbury have been told to allow for it to dry down lighter, and that's why they're going for darker shades with people. It definitely does. I'm just going to take a tiny bit more. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Forget that. I just put some warm on. I'm not going to even bother with the warm. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of the neutral onto my hand, like so. And I'm just going to use that and dot that on my cheek area. because that'll give me a bit of a highlight as well, but it'll give me a bit more extra coverage around my pigmentation areas. So down the middle, it's a bit like using it as a highlighter. As you can see, 7.5 neutral is a lot lighter than 7.5 warm. To me, it's not just neutral, it's lighter. I used the colour match on the site and it said one end, not sure I'm 0.5 in naked foundation. Well, if you're 0.5 in naked, do you have one of Charlotte's? Do you have one of Charlotte's that you use before this one? If you were like 0, I think she's got a 0 in Magic Foundation, then you may well be one. It's really difficult matching. I mean, I went to the event and I was matched by a Charlotte Tilbury makeup artist, and I'm still not totally happy and having to mix. So it's really, really tricky getting the colour match right. What have other people found with the ones that... Anybody else on here? Any of the Ali Pallies? Okay, any of the other Ali Pallies got the new foundation? And did you find that you had to go a shade darker in this than your, say, Magic or Light Wonder? Let's see what others say. I definitely did, because this will dry down a lot lighter. Now, I'm just using shade 8 of... I'm doing everything in the wrong... Yeah, if you get... Well, yeah, get shades... You can get the samples, but they're just doing those silly samples now where you can't actually pick the shades, which is really annoying. Do you know what? The neutral mixed with a tiny bit of warm. And you're the same shade as me, aren't you, Linda? So, anyone else that's on the paler side? What's their experience? I'm just going to put a little bit of this in. So this is the colour corrector, which I love. You have samples of 1 and 2 Magic. Okay, we'll try 1 and 2 Magic. If you're 1 in Magic, then go... I would think about 2 in airbrush. If you're 2 in Magic, I'd definitely go for 2, if not 3. They do a 0. If 1 is too dark for you, then go for 1. If 1 in Magic is too dark for you, then go for 1. That's what I would say. But it's really difficult without seeing you, because it's a difficult one. Some of the shades just... I have to say, they're a bit strange. You look at them and you think, I can't work this out. Some of them that are supposed to be neutral. By the way, I'm not just sticking that on under my eyes. This is my first mix. So I'm mixing... This is a colour corrector in shade Tan. But some of them just look like the neutral and the warm in 7.5. And then you look at 7 and it just doesn't compute. I think a lot of people are struggling, and it's understandable in these. They're a bit bizarre, the shades sometimes. So it is really difficult. Hello, Shahina. Right, let me just see. Have I missed anyone? You're wearing neutral at the moment, are you, Linda? Yeah, I think as I get towards winter... Now, I'm just putting now shade 2, which is medium, of the colour corrector over shade 3, because mixing them works really well for me and really colour corrects beautifully. And it doesn't gather into fine lines. The only thing is, if you're mixing them, you have to apply one after the other, rather than mixing it on your hand, because it dries down so quickly to a powder-like finish, that it starts drying on your hand as you're mixing it. So you can't do it that way. You have to put one over the other. So I start with the darker one, and then I pack the lighter one over the top. Okay, so that's my colour corrector done. I'm going to leave my cheek peaks today. I just do my under eyes. And now I'm going to put shade 6 in Magic Away under my eyes. Shall I get the Hollywood brush? Is it a must-have? It does apply this foundation beautifully. Really, really well. Okay, it does. The other brush that I've been using to apply it is this one, which is a Tarte brush. I'm going to show you. I think the only thing about the brush, the Charlotte's brush, the Hollywood brush, that is a little bit of a pain. It's a beautiful brush. It applies things beautifully, but because it's quite small, if I can find it, what have I done with it? Here we go. This one probably needs a bit of a clean. It's a beautiful brush, but if you're using this to apply your foundation, it needs washing quite regularly, because otherwise it starts doing that clumping up, which is why I didn't use it today. Like, you should wash your brushes regularly anyway, but I mean, you almost with this one have to wash it each and every time if you're putting foundation on with it. But it is very good at applying and buffing the foundation in. That being said, if you look at that shape, you can find that on Amazon for a fraction of the price if you look for that shape, and they do the job just as well. But this has also got this, which is very good on the other end for patting in your concealer. I'm going to use it for patting in concealer. So I would say it is worth it overall. But you can economise and get a cheaper dupe if you want. But the cheaper dupes will not have the two-ended. I've not seen a dupe of the two-ended one. So I suppose if you think about the fact that you're getting 2 brushes for one, then it's worth it, yes. You don't mind, right, well then I would say yes. And you love the look of it, yes, it's definitely worth it. It does apply the foundation beautifully. It applies the concealer beautifully. It applies the colour corrector beautifully. So I would say yes, go for it then. As long as you don't mind the price. Yeah. And look, if I do this, so I'm going to dot this. Now, the main thing is, so I'll put my Magic Away on, is that you start dotting, because otherwise you're going to move that colour corrector underneath and start moving it around, and that will get rid of what you've just done with the colour corrector. I'll just make sure I've got no bits of orange popping through. And it does feel like you're, obviously, it looks like you're putting a lot of layers under your eyes, but it doesn't weigh them down. It's a really good formula, and I love it. And then I'm going to put Magic Shade 8 on my forehead, on my little bit of pigmentation there. And again, just dot that on with the brush. She did actually, I've got a second one of these that I've yet to open, because she did give this away at the event with the foundation. And I think, well, they were applying foundation with this brush on all the models. So it does work very well. Now, I can swipe this a bit more because I haven't got colour corrector there. Anyone got a tip for drying brushes faster? I tell you what, are you a gadget person? I haven't got one yet, but I've seen some really rave reviews about it, and I want to get one. I'm going to wait until I move to my new home, my new permanent home, to get one. But have you seen those devices that clean brushes and dry them? And it spins them round in water. I've forgotten what it's called. Style Pro, I think. You can get one that does one brush at a time, and you can get one that does about 5 little brushes at a time, which is about £20 more. Really reviewed the one that does one, and she loves it, and it dries them instantly. Otherwise, you can get a rack and you just put them on the rack. Real Techniques do a drying rack, and you put them on the rack, and then you just dry them over sort of, if you've got a shelf above your radiator, obviously not on the radiator, but make sure you dry them upside down. Now, the only thing with this is, which side would you dry upside down? Because what it is there's glue. There's glue in there. So if you dry them that way, then the water runs down and it starts to melt away the glue. So that's why they tell you to dry it upside down. But when you've got a two-ended one, I think you'd have to wash one side at a time and then let it dry and then turn it round. Bit of a pain, but otherwise I've heard enough that I've got to try it, this Style Pro. I haven't tried it yet, but I will let you know as soon as I get one, and I'll review it. Now I'm just going to set my face with a bit of Airbrush Flawless Finish. If I can find... I'm all at sea because everything's in a different place normally than I would reach for. So I'm just going to use shade 2, Airbrush Flawless Finish, and just dust it mainly around my nose. Yeah, the rack gadget I've got here somewhere, packed away in a box. So it basically sticks to a mirror. It's one of those that sort of, it's like a suction thing, and it sticks to your mirror, and you can put your brushes, so it holds your brushes, but you can also dry them upside down in it. But yeah, the Whizzy thing, you can get it at Argos, you can get it on Amazon, called Style Pro. And it's like a bowl of water, and then it's got this thing that whizzes it, and you dip it in, and it whizzes it around in the water, then you lift it up and keep whizzing it, and then it dries it. So definitely I'm going to be getting one of those, but I don't want to have more stuff to be packing up when I move, because the first time was just a nightmare, and I did all the packing myself. So I'm trying not to get too much stuff before I move to the next place, so that I don't have to pack even more up. A lot of the stuff I'm not unpacking because I just don't want to do all that again. Right, now, just to make it easy for myself, how are we for connection? Am I all right? Am I still coming to you uninterrupted? Or should I not tempt fate? I thought I would do Beauty Glow, just so that I've got my hands on all of it. And I do love this one. So let me get some eyeshadow brushes. And then I don't have to look for too many things. I made sure that my Instant palettes were within easy reach. Good, I'm glad. I will look for Style Pro. I know I'd use it a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using it a lot. So I'm just going to go in with this prime shade, which is lovely. It's like a rose gold shade here. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. What's the lighting like, by the way, guys? I got myself, one thing I did buy is a massive ring light. It's huge. I didn't realise it was as big as it was until it arrived. It's about that big. So I hope the lighting's okay. Brilliant. I'll be filling up the extra space I've got in no time. So that's the prime shade of, this is Beauty Glow Instant Look in a palette, which I love, especially when it's the end of summer and you've got a bit more of a tan than usual. And then I'm going to put on the enhanced shade, and I'm just going to take that on the outer edge and again into the socket. Do a really quick and simple look. I think this will go, a lot of these colours will look nice with my new hairdo as well, and what I'm wearing. Brilliant. Good. Well, I'm glad that I haven't wasted money on a ring light then, that it's working well. And then I'm just going to actually take some of that enhanced shade and take it underneath. I actually haven't put on eyeliner or mascara for about 2 weeks. I've been putting a bit of Film Star Bronze and Glow on my eyes, but I just, with all the dust and that, everything flying in the air from moving things, I just didn't put any eyeliner or mascara on. So this will be the first time that I'm putting that on. Now I'm going to take this smoke shade here, and I'm just going to take that into the corner and up into the socket. Let's just see what the comments were there. Are you buying the... Yes, I am buying the new palette. Yes, I'm buying the new palette. I wasn't that keen. What do you guys think of the new palette from what you've seen? I have to admit that if it wasn't for my channel and for the fact after I've got my Wi-Fi up and running, I probably wouldn't have gone for it. You love it. I do love it. I love the colours, but I'm not sure that it's offering me much that's different. Apart from those three sort of greeny shades, perhaps. But otherwise, to me, it looks quite similar to the stuff she's done already. Yeah, exactly, Gaynor. I totally agree with you. It looks a bit samey. Exactly. So anyway, I am getting it and I will review it. But if it wasn't for my channel and it wasn't for the fact that I thought it'd be a good thing to do to let people know that I'm back in the world of beauty blogging, I probably wouldn't have bought it. And plus, I just felt like I needed to a little treat because I have been under a lot of stress. Right, so I just put some of that enhanced shade in the corner. I'm just going to build it up a bit with the smudge brush. And I took it underneath just to hide my hood. The green, you know, the three green shades? I actually saw it at the event as well because they had the preview there and I took a picture of it. So if you look at my preview of the Christmas preview video, you'll see a picture of it there. And again, I just thought, it looks a bit like a first instant look in a palette, the one that I lovingly call the curry palette. Oh, has he done a review already? He's got in there. I thought Wayne liked to wait a couple of weeks before doing his reviews. That's what he said on his last one. Obviously, he's changed his mind. Well, you can. It's allowed, Wayne. It's just the last one, he said he went into great detail about how he likes to wait and not do reviews straight away so that he can test products out. And yet he's pretty quick out with that one because I haven't got it yet. No one's got it. Anyway, never mind. We're all allowed to change our mind, especially Wayne. God love him. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows. Yes, it's only available for 24 hours. And that also made me hesitate a little bit, because I thought, there's a saying in marketing. There's a saying in marketing. I read about how they market makeup items. And I have to say, I do, even though I'm a bit of a makeup junkie, I do I know, I'm aware of how marketing works, and how sometimes you're sucked into buying things. And there's a saying, and I've forgotten what it's called now. It's gone from my head, but they actually abbreviate it in the marketing world. But it's something about the don't want to miss out factor. When you buy something because you don't want to miss out on it, and they actually abbreviate it to something. And I've forgotten what it is. I'll put a comment later on and tell you, but they abbreviate it. And it's a marketing ploy. When they're trying to market something, they market it so that you feel like you've got to get it, because otherwise you might miss out and it might be really good. And when I saw that it's only available for 24 hours, I did think, why are they selling it like that? Is it because a lot of people will look and think, those colours are quite similar, I'm not sure. But it's only available for 24 hours, therefore I don't want to miss out, so I'll buy it anyway. Sorry, Charlotte, but you know I love Charlotte Tilbury items. I'm not sponsored by her, but I did think that. I did think, is that why they're doing it like that? Because they know that a lot of people will want to think about it, and because they're similar shades, and therefore that's the way to sell it. Tell me what you think. I do love the front. Yes, that's the one. Fear of missing out. Thank you, White Daisies. FOMO, fear of missing out. Yes, and they talk about it as a marketing strategy. Oh, sorry, Shahina said it as well. And hello, Maria. Sorry, so White Daisies, Maria, sorry, I said thank you to one of you, but actually more of you were saying it. Maria, Shahina and White Daisies, yes, fear of missing out. But they actually talk about it as a marketing strategy, fear of missing out. And they know how to do it as a marketing strategy, which I think is a bit naughty. It's like when other brands, well, it's the same as like limited editions. I mean, I always thought that Pillow Talk would be released on general release, but when it first came out, it was a limited edition. So again, the fear of missing out came very much into play. I'm just putting on Legendary Lashes Volume 2. I haven't any eyeliner. I'm too busy chatting. But actually, I don't think I need it today. I don't want to overdo it because my eyes have not been used to wearing a lot. I might put some in my lower waterline. Yes, I remember you saying, Stacey. I like it too. It's very volumizing. You know why she brought out Volume 2, don't you? Because she had a number of people saying that they loved it, but that it flaked after a couple of hours. So she reformulated it. The sound's gone. Oh no. Sorry. Okay, so that is Legendary Lashes Volume 2. And then I'm going to go back to my instant look in a palette, and I'm going to do my cheek shades and my contour and all of that. Now, the only thing about the Beauty Glow is, for some reason, I never worked this out, because it always seemed to me to be a summer palette, but the bronzer is not actually that dark. So I have to mix mine with that in order to make it. I'm going to use this as a contour, but I'm mixing the two. Oh, the chat's going fast. Sound okay here? Oh, it's back. Good. Good, good, good. As I say, for anyone that's... Oh, I've just gone a bit too heavy there. Excuse me a minute. Let's just... Now, if you ever do that, take the brush that you just put your foundation on with and blend it out, and it will take some of it away. See? That's because I was too busy talking. I went a bit over the top. That's it. Right. I'm just repeating that I'm borrowing my neighbour's Wi-Fi with their permission. Obviously, they gave me their password. So really nice neighbours. Thank you. But today, hopefully, will be the last day that we'll have these intermittent problems, because tomorrow I'm getting Wi-Fi installed in here and it's going to be super high fast guaranteed. I told them what I needed it for, and they sold me a super high fast speed guaranteed in every room package. So if it conks out on me after today, I will be very annoyed. Right, now, next. I don't know what I'm doing here. Right. I'm too busy talking. Right, let's put some highlighter on. Again, from the Beauty Glow palette. A bit down the middle. I just pop some. I'm going to pop some of that on my upper brow as well. And then I will go back to the blusher in a minute. Hair on my face again. Lipstick. I'm going to use today Viva la Vagara. And I'm going to take, what shall I have? I'll put Bond Girl on, I think, as my lip liner. Thank you, Ali, for your answer all my comments. Never watch lives and get a response on other videos. Oh, that's nice. Very grateful for you're lovely and very helpful. Well, I always think if you obviously some channels, they've got like 100,000 subscribers, and you know they've got 2,000 people following them on chat, and you can't possibly keep up with that. But I always said that as much as I can, and I may not have been very good in the last couple of weeks because of moving, but if someone leaves a comment and asks me a question, if they've taken time to watch my video, then I need to take time to answer their questions. And I actually love going and doing research, because the more questions people ask me, the more I can actually learn about what works on different skin tones. So actually helping somebody to solve a problem actually helps me to learn even more. So everybody gets something out of it. But thank you. So this I'm now putting on is Bond Girl Lip Cheat. And then I'm going to do Viva la Vagara. And that will be my look. And then I'm going to check back and make sure I haven't missed any of your questions or comments. And it's lovely that I try and remember. I'm very bad at names, but if somebody asks a question or a comment or something and they say, well, you know, what eyeliner can I use with Bond Girl or whatever, I did that. I'm just using that as an example. I remember the question, but I've always been really bad at names. But yeah, I mean, I just love what I do and I love sharing things with you guys. So, and you're all my friends and I've missed you. That's why I wasn't really ready today to come back. I've got things sitting around me still in boxes, but I couldn't bear another day without actually getting on and having a chat to you guys, because I've really missed you all. Okay, that's Viva la Vagara. And then I'll finish off with some blush. And that will be my look for today. To go and pick up Jack from school. And he loves his new school. He absolutely loves it. Let me find a blush brush. Here we are. And this one is supposedly, and I think it is actually, the Climax blush. So I'm going to swish. This is very like a bronzer. Swish. And pop. That eye's started to water already. So I'm not even going to put anything in my lower waterline today, as my eyes are just not used to it at the moment. And I'm going to give myself a spray with this Tolerian Ultra 8, which is a face spray. This is more skincare than a kind of makeup setting spray, but you can use it for both. But if you've got sensitive skin, it really is soothing, but you can use it as a setting spray as well. Make sure. I know I should have put that on. Somebody made a very good point about you should do that before you put your mascara on, which is a very good point. But never mind. Hopefully it won't run. That's me done. Now, while I'm drying down, I'm going to come back and look at all your comments and see if I've missed any questions. What do you think will be in the advent calendar this year? There's normally, I would reckon, something like the rose gold eyes to mesmerize, I would think. Maybe a Hot Lips 2 lipstick. I would think some of her releases from this year. And then her usual kind of skincare samples, you know, the sample sizes. Right, I'm just looking to see if I missed any. I'm sure it'll be available more closer to Christmas. Shahina, I agree with you. I'm sure that this will come back for Christmas. I have 4 of the instant look ones already and the other 2 limited edition ones. Not sure if I'll need it, more of a want. Yes, exactly. When Wayne Goss did his review, I saw all the colours. I didn't think it was for me. You didn't like Gemma. Hello, Gemma. I didn't see you there. Hello, Gemma. I didn't like the look of that much, apart from the greens. Yes, me too. I didn't mind it, but I just thought I've got it all before. You don't like it, Linda. So I don't know whether me doing a review is going to be much help if it's only available for 24 hours. I think I've answered all the questions. I'm just having a quick look through to see. I think I've answered them all today. I don't think I missed anyone. Yeah, I would definitely. Oh, a pillow talk. Yeah, star gold's in it, is it? Yeah. Okay, so not rose gold, star gold. There's normally an Eyes to Mesmerize. There's normally a lipstick, and there is sometimes what she puts in is something that you can't buy separately, but has been discontinued, just to tempt people. Like last year, she put in this one. It was a rock and coal called Amber Moon. And I'd love the rock and coal, but I wasn't going to get the advent calendar just for that, because I got all the other things in it. Makeup looks fabulous. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shall I just zhuzh my hair now? Bring it back down to... I don't know. I'm still not sure which way to sweep it. I'll sweep it that way. Bring it back down and get my little natural contours to make... This is to make my cheekbones look a bit more contoured. And then do that. It does look great, and I do love the colours in your hair. Thank you. She said to me, do you want to go subtle with the colours at the front? I went, nah, I don't do subtle. I want to see it. Thank you. I love it too, and I'm definitely going back there. And I would now be going there regularly, as I'm now living in this area for good. She's lovely, and she did it exactly how I wanted it. And it's really short at the back as well. Can you see that? So, yeah, I love it. I love it. For instant look palettes, would I need the new palette, do you think? I don't know. This new, it's not an instant look, is it? This one that's just come out. It's the long palette. I just think, apart from the greens, the other ones look quite similar to other shades that she's brought out. And I know I said when with the quads, see, with the quads, I do think if there's some similar shades in it, it doesn't matter, because you're not going to pull out 6 palettes to make yourself up in the morning. I said that before. I think with the longer palettes, I don't know. I think you don't want to get repeats when you've got a longer palette and you're paying, let's face it, you're paying extra money to get more shades. I don't think you want that many repeats. And I'm just not sure about it. I will give you my honest opinion tomorrow when I get it. Where did you get your hair colour and the colour done? I went to Tony and Guy in Colchester. Tony and Guy are a hairdresser chain that's across the country, and I used to go to Tony and Guy regularly until about a year and a half ago. And then when my foot ulcer started playing up, I couldn't get to where I was going before. And so I went to one in London that ripped me off. I got really annoyed by them. Although they did a good job on my hair, they wildly underestimated the final price, and then said it's because they had to use more colour than they expected. I mean, basically by about £50. So basically they quoted me for a haircut and blow dry and colour, something like £120. And when I came to leave, they said it was 170. And I just think £10 each either way, fair enough. But otherwise, I just thought they were ripping me off. And if they quoted me that at the beginning, I may have still gone for it. I just didn't like the fact that they just really wildly over quoted me. And then, you know, I paid the money and thought, well, you're going to lose out, because I'd have come back and had my hair done again and again and again, and I'm not going to come back now because I cannot trust. And then they were on the phone saying, would you like to book a block of, because I was going to go and have my hair done, like have it blow dried and washed, because at the time I couldn't wash my hair very easily. And they were going, oh, we'll sell you a package. And I thought, no, I'm not. I didn't ring them back. I just thought, you have duped me by 50 quid. And I just don't like it. So I just never went back. But these people quoted me the price, and I was happy with the price. It was reasonable. Also, if you go on Tuesdays, you get 15% off. So I went on Tuesday. And if you go at 8 o'clock in the morning, you get 20% off. Yeah, so all in all, I'm very, very happy. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. Where did you go? Oh, I have the 2 palette. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. All right, well, thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all very soon. And I just love you all. And I'm really glad to speak to you all again. Take care. Have a lovely day. And see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah. Love you.